Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another book review. Now firstly, I just wanted to say I'm sorry if you've been waiting for this book review for a little while. So I decided to pick up a book that, I mean, unknowingly was a bit longer than what I would normally read at a time when things are really busy. There's a lot going on and I probably haven't got as much time to read as I normally would. But anyway, we went away for a couple of days last week. You may have seen the view that I posted on my Instagram. It was absolutely stunning. In the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere. Outside of our Airbnb there were just cows grazing in a field, and beyond that just fields. It was so nice. But it poured with rain pretty much the entire time and we had a crazy thunderstorm. But the good thing was it allowed me to finish this book. So if you haven't guessed from the thumbnail, today I wanted to share with you my thoughts on Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club. I guess I know Richard Osman most from Pointless. He's the guy that sits at the desk and has all the facts, the very smart, clever guy. Not to say that Alexandra Armstrong isn't smart and clever, you know what I mean. Thursday Murder Club, which I read on my Kindle, is his debut novel. If you love this book, you're in for a treat because I believe there are another 3 to follow this. So this book is out on the 3rd of September, so if you're watching this review and you think, oh actually, you know, that sounds like a book that I would like to read, you haven't got long to wait. Within the first few chapters of this book, I knew that I was going to like Richard Osman's humour. It's very perceptive and it's very dry, which is right up my street. And actually, despite the title, I found this a very cosy read. Now, I've heard many people in the past talk about cozy murder mysteries and I always thought, how on earth does that work? I get it. This book is a cozy murder mystery down to a T. The book is set in a very upmarket retirement village. This is so different to anything I would normally read. The way Richard Osman describes it is so idyllic. I mean, I wanted to live there. He talks about libraries, variety of restaurants, balconies, gyms, bowling greens. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a place like that? Sign me up now. Very quickly, I got vibes of J.K. Rowling's The Casual Vacancy. It's very British and it's very community-based. The characters in this book are so likeable. So the 4 main characters in the book are Joyce, who was a previous nurse, Ron, who was a union leader, Ibrahim, is that how you pronounce it? Apologies if it's not. He was a previous psychiatrist, and Elizabeth, who is probably, I would say, the main character and the leader of the 4 of them. And we're never really told exactly what she does, but I know a few people have been banding around the idea of her being a spy, which I think is so cool if that's the case. As you can see, they were all in very well respected jobs, and when they talk about other people that are in Cooper's Chase, which is the retirement village, quite a lot of them were also lawyers or in the medical profession, or, you know, these are people that have obviously got quite a lot of money but done very well for themselves. I guess you'd have to live in a place like that. If anyone knows what retirement homes and nursing homes cost, yeah, you need to have done pretty well in your life in order to end up somewhere like that. So, as the title would suggest, the Thursday Murder Club meet every Thursday to try and solve old murder cases. They have files from a previous detective inspector who is now living in the nursing home part of the retirement village. But then, much excitement, a property developer gets murdered on their doorstep, and then they actually have a live case to try and solve. When I was reading this, I thought, do you know what? I would love to join these 4 characters on a Thursday trying to solve some of these murder mysteries. The whole thing just feels very cosy. They have a lot of tea and cake, which I'm there for. And they come across as really nice people, very, very well developed characters, but they just have such kindness. As I'm finding, as I'm reading more and more sort of murder mysteries, obviously the plot is going to be quite fast paced. There's lots of twists and turns. That's really hard to say. There's lots of twists and turns, and I must admit at times I did find it quite difficult to keep up, but that did not detract from the enjoyment of this book. It certainly kept me guessing right until the end about who did it. I really feel, and I can't say this about many books I read, but I really feel as though this book will have broad appeal. So I was chatting to my dad about it the other day. He seems really keen to read it. I do feel as though it's for all ages, all genders, all backgrounds. I really think people will take quite a lot of enjoyment from this book. And most excitingly, I heard the other day when I was doing a little bit of research for this video that Steven Spielberg has picked up the rights to this book to make it into a film. I can totally see how this would translate into a film, and it would be great. I don't go to the cinema, but actually I might make an exception for this. Michael would be very pleased if he could get me to the cinema. So I am going to be scoring The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman 8 out of 10. I think it is a very charming, smart, character-driven book. Like I said, I think it will have broad appeal, and I really believe that there's going to be quite a lot of buzz about this. There already is, but once it comes out, I think that a lot of people will start talking about it. Next up, I am going to be reading, again, something a little bit different for me. I'm going to be reading A Girl Made of Air by Nydia Hetherington. I hope that's how you say it. If it's not, I apologise. If you have seen my most anticipated autumn book releases, I will leave that linked below. You'll see that I spoke about it a little bit in that video. I am just starting it now. So far, Night Circus vibes are there, which is all good. That's what I was hoping for. Let's hope it continues. So if you're keen to see what I think of that book and you haven't already subscribed, please press subscribe. Press the bell and you'll be notified when I next upload a video. Anyway, that is it. I am gonna go and make some lunch, may read a little bit of my next book. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I hope to see you again back here next week for another book related video. Take care, bye!